But here's the problem. Over the last several years, that politics, the politics of hope, has been at odds with the dominant politics of the political party in power, which is built on cynicism, and is built on fear, and is built on division. And we've gotten accustomed to sort of thinking that that's how politics has to be. Except, here's the good news. Here's the good news. I've been traveling around the country over the last month. And everywhere I go, you get a sense that people, they're looking for something different now. They're looking for something new. They have looked around and they've said, you know what, we're in a serious mood right now, Jack. They're in a somber mood because they recognize that some of the challenges we face right now are challenges that if we don't deal with, may result in us passing on an America that's a little poorer and a little meaner than the one we inherited from our parents. And that's not acceptable. That's un-American. And so they look at the healthcare system and they say, if we're spending more money than any nation on earth on healthcare, why do we have 46 million uninsured? And why do we have families that are seeing their co-payments and deductibles and premiums going up? And why can't we do some common sense things like creating a prescription drug plan where we're negotiating with the drug companies for the best price? Why? That shouldn't be a partisan battle. That's common sense. Why wouldn't we want to make sure every child has decent primary care so they're not ending up in the emergency room with an asthma attack that all of us have to pay for? Why wouldn't we do that? That's common sense. They say, why not? And they take a look at our education system and they know our kids are going to have to compete. They know globalization is here. And so they say to themselves, why is this bickering and why are we arguing about stuff that's not relevant? Why aren't we focused on making sure that every child has good math instruction and science instruction? And why aren't we making sure our teachers are paid better? And why aren't we making sure that they're given the professional development they need? And why don't we start early childhood education classes for the kids who are behind so they can catch up? We know we can do that. And why wouldn't we, at a time where we know every young person needs a college education, why would we have a Congress making college education more expensive? Raising the interest rates on student loans, why wouldn't we lower them? They say, why not? Why don't we do that? And then they take a look at energy. And they say, look, we understand gas prices are going down, but you know, we have this funny feeling that after the election, gas prices might go back up. So we wouldn't mind if somebody actually had an energy policy that made sense. And then they look at the fact we're sending $800 million a day to some of the most hostile nations on earth, funding both sides of the war on terrorism. And by the way, it's true, Sheldon, there's a couple of holdouts, the current chairman of the Environment Committee, and a couple of scientists in the White House who don't believe in climate change. But there are another 10,000 scientists around the world who say this is something we might want to worry about. So why wouldn't we harness the power of the sun and the power of the wind and create more fuel-efficient vehicles that can create jobs and create alternative energy sources? Why wouldn't we do something like that? Why not?